Welcome to the Headset Podcast, a podcast focused on gravel cycling. Here, we'll interview gravel cyclists from various backgrounds, including industry professionals and regular Joes. We'll review industry equipment in a real-world application and provide race, ride, and event recaps from around the world. There's so much to discover in gravel cycling, so grab your drops and let's get graveling. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. So glad you could join us here today on the Headset. Just wanted to throw out a couple of things real quick. A few announcements about this new podcast that we've started here on The Crossing. So this podcast is just getting started. Our first interview was recorded today. I interviewed JD Smith. His story is inspiring and amazing and wonderful, and I can't wait to share it all with you. We sat down for almost an hour and a half today and went through everything. We went in depth into his story and his journey from where he was back onto his bike and to where he is today, having completed Unbound and where he's going next. So can't wait to share that whole story with you. It's really inspiring and amazing. So make sure that you are subscribed and you ring the bell so that when I post that video, you will get notified. Speaking of being subscribed, thank you to all of my subscribers that have followed me, but especially those over the last 2 weeks. Those of you that have joined me since this journey to Unbound began just a couple weeks ago, I really can't thank you enough. My channel growth is just off the charts right now, and all the engagement that I've had is really great. Really appreciate that you want to follow me. And so if you have friends, share my channel with them. Let them know that, hey, we're doing some cool stuff out here, and we're hoping to bring you more and more cool stuff. Why do I say hope? Because, well, we've got to find the people and we've got to get there to interview them so that we can get them on the podcast and we can get their stories out to you. More inspirational stories, more fun stories, more gravel than you can shake your sticks at. So, hey, that's our goal for the podcast, is to get as much gravel content out here for you, different ways of riding, some tips, techniques, all kinds of stuff. Hydration, nutrition, how did we do it? How are we planning on doing it? We're going to try and get all that in on the podcast as well with different folks. So make sure you're tuned in. Make sure you tell your friends to tune in. And if you want to see anything specific, shoot me a comment and let me know what you want to see, and we'll try and get it on the show. Another announcement to make is that when I launch the interview with JD, I am also going to be launching a Patreon page. That Patreon page is to help support the podcast and help support the channel growth and get us to where we need to be. So if you can spare a coffee a month to help me out, I'd really appreciate it. We'll get you some back behind the scenes stuff. We'll try and get some work with some other sponsors and get some stuff out here for our Patreon supporters as well. So if you can spare a coffee a month, that would be great. If you could spare more, even better, but a coffee a month would be amazing. So make sure that when I launch that video, you go down in the description, check out the link to the Patreon page for the Headset Podcast. Really appreciate everyone tuning in and all your support so far. Last but not least, if you're not already, please jump over to Instagram. Link to my profile is down in the comments. Follow me on Instagram. You'll get my daily content feed update there, all the stuff that I'm doing every day. The podcast will be weekly, so if you need to fill in the gap and see what I'm doing in between the podcasts, there'll be some behind the scenes stuff, maybe some film clips from different podcasts that we're recording. Who knows? Cycling stuff. My commute will be in there. All kinds of crazy stuff I put in my Instagram. So make sure you follow me over at Instagram. I think that's going to be it for now. If anything else pops up, I'll be sure and let you know. But thanks so much to everyone. Oh, wow, I just got another subscriber update. Wow, this is amazing, y'all. I am growing and growing. Help me get to that next goal. Tell your friends, tell your family, follow the show, and listen every week. Until next time, folks, grab your drops and let's get graveling. Later, everybody.